What it do, YouTube? Today's video, I want to talk about people are waking up. Yes, people are waking up. And it's a beautiful thing, right? Now, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but hey, right? And it's funny because a lot of people think that I'm emotionalist or I'm nonchalant, which I'm nonchalant to a lot of things, but that doesn't mean I'm just overall nonchalant. Um, People think I'm just cruel. That's not true. I have a lot of compassion in my heart. I have a lot of love, a lot of generosity, right? A lot of appreciation. But that was stepped on, that was walked over, that was torn. Everybody goes through something in their life, right? Everybody just, well, how they choose to express it is solely up to that individual. I express my emotions sometimes on my sleeve, or sometimes I just keep it to my fucking self, right? That's not always good, but it's just like a lot of people are waking up, right? And it's a beautiful thing because everybody not gonna wake up. And that's my point. Like that's what I was leading to in the beginning of this video. Like, hate to be the bearer of bad news, but everybody's not gonna wake up. Like 85% people, you know, yeah. And it's just like, um, I'm just trying to think. Like, it's just so many different things just to talk about. So it's like, so basically, I'm just trying to think about this. Like, a lot of people waking up, and a lot of us, we are being put in position now. And I'm trying to see, how can I say this? And it's like, we were like, I'm speaking, not just even speaking towards like just 90s babies, like people that were born in the 90s. Not just speaking to people that were born in the 90s, but yes, that's really like who I'm speaking to. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, see, 90s babies and 80s babies too. 70s as well. There's just so many different generations. Man, it's way more than that. I would probably say like the 60s and the 70s and the 80s and the 90s. And you can say 2000s. You can say 2000s, but I'm really just speaking like on like a certain perspective. So anyway, enough with the talking, right? Let's start talking. So basically what I mean is 90s babies, we were solely targeted by the government, by these big pharmaceutical companies, by all this other different stuff, right? All these different brands and all this different other shit, right? The meat packing companies and the milk. That's funny. But it was all targeted because 90s babies, we are the ones who came back to destroy and rebuild society, to destroy and rebuild what people viewed the world as, right? That's what our generation here, that's what the 90s baby generation solely is to do. And the 80s babies generation is to spread love, light, and positivity, right? Because a lot of people that was born in the 80s, you know, they got a lot of compassion, they got a lot of creativity, but a lot of them was destroyed by the crack epidemic. The parents being on crack, you know what I'm saying? Like real shit. Then that's why things changed in the 90s, babies. We were put here to rebuild, to destroy and rebuild society because of what had happened and all the stigmas and the biases of what happened to the world. Because that's not how the world's supposed to be. People say freedom, justice, and equality, but people think they better than the next person because they have more material. People think they better than the next person because they have something with fake print on it, right? And it's like, man, y'all funny. I don't know if y'all really want me to really go 100 with this stuff. I don't know if y'all really want me to go 100. What do you mean by go 100? Y'all don't really want me to start speaking facts. Like Professor Griff said, they ain't afraid to call you a nigga. So why should you be afraid to say their true origin? Anyway, jokes. So we were solely targeted, right? That's why in the 80s you had all these satellites and all these different type of computer games that just had started coming out at that time. Then I'm just dibbling and dabbling, right? Then you get the 90s. I was born 95, right? So you got the 90s generation. That's when all the video games start really getting big. That's when the satellite dishes and all the cable and all these cartoons start really coming out. You've been had cartoons, but that's when they really start coming out. That's when they really start giving hints because there was so many distractions placed. But at the same time, in these cartoons, right, like in Hollywood, Hollyweird, right? If you don't know what Hollywood means, it's the tree of illusions. It comes from the Hollywood tree. Go look the shit up. And that's what they use in Disney. And it's funny because I grew up watching Disney, but come to find out, Disney was just a fucking, just a big pedophile fucking ring. That shit funny, real shit. It's funny. I grew up watching that shit, but you got demons and devils. I mean, not, you got angels and demons and everything. You got good and bad and everything. So you got pedophiles, that ran Disney, but then you got some good people that run Disney too that's trying to give you some hints. So like you got some pedophiles in Cartoon Network, right? But then you got some angels that work at the same Cartoon Network company. They trying to drop hints in the cartoons. You see what I'm saying? It's good, bad, and everything, just like in the movies. You got all these crazy ass psycho killing movies and stuff, but then you got people trying to give you a message behind that movie. You see what I'm saying? It's deeper than what you think it is. It's bigger than that. Just like Al Harrington said, if you don't know who Al Harrington is, he's a legendary ball player. Telling you. He's a legendary ball player, right? And it's just crazy because it's just like he's waking up. He's waking up, or he's already awoke. He see what's happening. Shout out Al Harrington. Shout out to the company Viola. Right? I'm saying it because Al Harrington has that vision. He sees. See what I'm saying? I was saying people are waking up. Right? We're being put in position now. Just saying. Shout out Burner. Shout out Cookies. You know what I'm saying? Real shit. These are real brands that stand for the culture. That's trying to help the man that was decimated by the war on drugs. Trying to help the brown man, the melanated man, right? The black man. That's what they like to use that word. That shit funny. The Moor, right? We all Moors. Some of us just light, some of us just dark. But don't forget it. Black is not the essence of colors. It's the essence from which colors come from. You see what I'm saying? Right? Black is not the essence. It's the essence from which colors come from. Right? I might be saying that wrong, but you get what I mean. And I'm not saying, oh yeah, that we better than anybody. I'm just saying that everybody is equal, right? And that's what these brands stand for, like Cookies and Viola. Shout out Gas House. It's so much inspiration, right? Now, okay. Now we need more brands coming out. We need more brands. So like, the person that's watching this, they probably good at sewing. But they probably just don't have no ideas. They probably never thought about, damn, I should sew a shirt. You never know, like, put whatever, like, make their own shirt. Just make it. And you never know, like, it might be one of the biggest things they ever made. Like, it might be somebody else watching this video that's a fucking great marketer. They can market anything. This just it. They may not, know which way to take it. They might know which way to take it. They might not. They just probably haven't met the right people. Like everybody need that motivational push. Everybody need that step up. And when I'm saying shout out to Viola and Al Harris, is because he's awake now, right? He's an NBA player, right? Well, he ain't in the league no more, but he's a legendary ball player, right? He played with Michael Jordan. Legendary, right? And these is not just people that grew up with money. No, he's somebody that came from the hood. He came from New Jersey. He's from Orange, New Jersey. He came from the hood. From the hood, right? Basketball saved his life. Just like Derrick Rose. Shout out to Derrick Rose. Derrick Rose from the hood. 79th. Chirac. Derrick Rose. Legendary ball player, man. Jimmy Butler, legendary ball players, man. These are people that's coming from the hoods. They put in position now. They might not have that spiritual awakening yet. But Al Harrison, he had that spiritual awakening. He sees. He's linking up with Bartner. That's a powerhouse. That's a powerhouse. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to Jigga. Fucking genius. Real shit. If you see this, anybody from the Cookies fam see this shit, I watch y'all shit every day. Because y'all niggas is geniuses. Y'all stand for the culture. Y'all really know what this shit about. Real shit. Shout out to Mr. Shabinsky. Shout out to Powers Up. Fucking genius. Real shit. Shout out to San Francisco. Y'all some fucking geniuses out there, man. Shout out to California in general. Y'all some fucking geniuses. And it's just like, people don't, like, it's a lot of people having a spiritual awakening. That's the best way I could put it. And people waking up. And, you know, you still gonna have demons and devils, agents, you know, trying to destroy what people didn't build. But like Professor Griff said, them motherfuckers gonna be here until we devise a plan to deal with their ass. Simple. You see what I'm saying? So it's all about rising up. See, that's what this whole thing been about, is to prevent the rise of a black messiah, so-called black. I'm just using that word. To prevent the rise of a melanated messiah. That's what all this war on drugs and all this shit been about for all these years. To stop the rise of a black messiah. Simple. I'm just gonna have to say it simple. You see my aura blue. You see today my aura blue. I don't know if you can see like the little hint of it, corner, but I'm just I'm breaking it down to you. That's what this shit been about this whole time. Yeah. So if you didn't know, now you know. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit all been a lie. Wake up. It's time to help each other, because ain't nobody else gonna do it. You see what I'm saying? I'm 24 years old. I'm speaking like this. Most people I know that's 24, they ain't speaking like that. Them niggas dumb. You got a lot of people that's older than me that's dumb. They don't know about this. They don't want to educate themselves about this. Wake up. Black people is on this planet first. I'm not saying that we're better than anybody, but it's just facts. It's just facts. People hate the truth. The truth hurts. Yes, I know the truth is like a sword to the chest, but hey, we gotta accept it. I could tell you some shit about my upbringing, my background, how you fucking in tears. In tears. In tears. I don't talk about that shit because it's sad. You can't choose your life. I couldn't choose my life. Guess what? It's not where you're from. It's where you're going. Remember that. I don't give a fuck what nobody say about me. It's where I'm going.